Hello CI Scholar, I am Anjali Sinha, your social studies educator from Countryside International School. So beta, how are you all? Yeah, I hope so that you all are fine at your home, right? Yeah. So today we are going to discuss with you the exercise of the chapter number 1. What is democracy? Why democracy? Right? So first we will discuss about the summary of the chapter, and after that we will go through with the exercise of the chapter. And remember one thing, whatever you have learned till now, in 9th standard you are supposed to apply your knowledge. Whatever the questions today we are going to discuss, it is conceptual. And I know till 8th standard you have grabbed all the concept regarding the civics, right? So when we are going to discuss with the question answer, the exercise, nothing is direct in the textbook, right? So whatever we are going to do, you are supposed to keep in your mind whatever till now we have learned. We are supposed to apply our knowledge, and after that we are supposed to analyze the questions and we are supposed to write the answer. Understood? It's very easy. I know you are not going to face any sort of difficulty with the question answers, right? So let's start. Chapter 1. What is democracy? Why democracy? So first we are going to start with the summary of the chapter. We are going to have a just recall what we have done till now. So first we are going with the summary of the chapter, what we have done till now. So we have learned in this chapter that India is a democratic country, irrespective of their social, religious, economic and the cultural background. We are having a direct role in electing their representative who form the government. Understood? And the ultimate power is in the hand of the people. Just see this picture, that in a democracy the final decision making power will rest with those elected by the people. People power, democracy, your vote is your choice. So we are having the freedom to choose our representatives. So we are having the right in democracy, people choose their leaders so that they can exercise power responsibly on their behalf. That means on the behalf of the people. They rule the country and make the rules and the regulation as per the welfare of the people of the country. So we are going to start with the first question. First question is we are having some information about some countries, and we have to find out which statement is democratic, undemocratic, and which one is not sure. We have to write, right? So first, A, people who do not accept the country official religion do not have a right to vote. This one is the undemocratic country. Country B, the same party has been winning election for last 20 years. So we are not sure about the statement that they are winning for last 20 years. So we are not sure. C, ruling party has lost in the last 3 elections. That means it is a democratic country. Understood? And just see in the B, why we are not sure. Winning election for last 20 years. Might be they are having the monarchy rule. Might be they are having the military. So we are not sure about it. But the country who is lost in the last 3 elections, that means this one is the democratic. They are not getting the clear-cut majority. Nor D. Just see D. There is no independent election commission. This one is the undemocratic statement, because in democratic country we are having the independent election commission. Now come to the question number 2. Again we are having some information and we are supposed to write down the democratic, undemocratic and not sure. In A, you see the parliament cannot pass a law about the army without the consent of the chief of the army. This one is the undemocratic decision, because parliament is free to make the decision. B, the parliament cannot pass a law reducing the power of the judiciary. It is right, it is a democratic only. Parliament cannot pass a law because we are having all 3 organs are independence, legislative, executive and the judiciary. Now see, question number C. The country leader cannot sign any treaty with another country without taking permission from its neighboring country. So this one is the undemocratic decision, because here you have seen that country is free to take their own decision. They are not supposed to dependent upon the other neighboring countries to take any decision. Nor the D. All the major economic decision about the country are taken by the official of the central bank, which the minister cannot change. So this one is undemocratic decision. Understood? Now come to the question number 3. We are having 4 arguments. Among them we have to find out which of these is not a good argument in the favor of the democracy. So A1 is people feel free and equal in democracy. Yes, it is right. Democracies resolve conflict in a better way than others. Yes. Democratic country is more accountable to the people. Yes. D1 is democracies are more prosperous than others. No. This one is our argument that is not favoring in the democracy, because you have seen that India is still a developing economic country, and some monarchies like state of UAE, they are economically strong. So we can't say that democracies are more prosperous than others. Right? Now come to the next question. Our next question is, which of these statements contain a democratic and undemocratic element? Again we are having the same, we are having full statement, and amongst them we have to find out which one is the democratic and which one is the undemocratic. In full sentences we are having two statements. See here, a minister said that law have to be passed by the parliament. That means it is democratic element. Just see the answer. Here till here it is democratic. Now another sentence is to conform to the regulation elected by the World Trade Organization. That means undemocratic. Why the country is going to take any decision with World Trade Organization, right? It is free decision. So it is a undemocratic element. Now the B, the election commission ordered pre-polling in a constituency where large scale ringing were reported. That means this one is the democratic element, the election commission order. The undemocratic element is large scale ringing was reported. Now come to the next point. Woman representative in the parliament has never reached 10%. Understood? Never reached 10%. That means this one is undemocratic element. This led women organization to demand 1/3 seat for reservation. They are demanding, that means democratic element. So one is undemocratic element and second one is democratic element. Now come to the next question. Question number 5. Which of these is not a valid reason for arguing? This one is a case regarding the famine in a democratic country. So among them, which reason you are finding that not valid? So opposition parties can draw attention to hunger and starvation. Yes, this one is democratic. Free press can report suffering from famine in different part of the country. Yes, this one is democratic. Government fear its defeat in the next election. Yeah, government is finding, because they are trying to come out in the front of the people with the good policies. Right? Now the D1 is people are free to believe in and practice any religion. So this is not valid regarding the famine in the country. So option D is not a valid reason for arguing that there is a lesser possibilities of famine in democratic country. Now come to the next question. Question number 6. Just see here, in this question there are total 40 villages in a district where the government had made no provision for drinking water. So which of these is not a democratic method? So here is some method what people are doing. So we have to find out which of these is not a democratic method. First one is filing a case in the court claiming that what is the part of right to life. Yes, this one is the democratic method. Boycotting the next election to give a message to all the parties. Yes, democratic method. Organizing public meeting against government policies. Yes, this one is your democratic method. Paying money to government official to get water. Why they will pay the money to the government officials. We have chosen the government for the welfare of the country. So why we will going to give the money? So this one is our not a democratic method, right? Question number 6. Now come to the question number 7th. Write a response to the following argument against the democracy. In this we are supposed to make the argument, right? So we are going to write the responses. Here is, you are having 3 statements in this question. Army is the most disciplined and corruption free organization in the country, therefore army should rule the country. And second one is our that majority means the rule of the ignorant people. And C is talking about that religious leader to guide us in spiritual matter, and they should control the politics as well. So let's go through with the responses. Just see. In a democracy is the government elected by the people. Understood? That we have already know. From among the people themselves. The army is integral in protecting the country, but it is not elected by the people. So hence it is cannot form a democratic government. Second statement, that statement is not true as all people are intelligent to some extent. Third statement is dangerous because bringing religion into politics can cause serious conflict. So this one is the responses regarding the ideas. So democracy is the government elected by the people, from among the people themselves. Now come to the next question, question number 8. Just see here. Here is again some statement, and from that statement we are supposed to find out the value of democracy. In A, in this question, fathers to daughter, father is telling about that girls are not supposed to take their decision of marriage. But here I don't want to hear your opinion about your marriage. In our family, children marry where parents tell to them. That means girls, daughter decision is nowhere. B, teachers to student, don't disturb my concentration by asking me questions. That means student, they are not able to ask the question because teacher is not allowing them to ask. C, employees to the officers, our working hour must be reduced according to the law. Yeah, this one is the democratic values. That means A is not giving any democratic value because daughter is not allowed to take their own decision for his marriage. And question B, even student, they are not getting the chance to ask the question in the classroom. So again this one is not having the democratic value. And C is the democratic value, that our working hour must be reduced according to the law. Now come to the next question. Question number 9. In this question we are having some facts, and what we are supposed to do, that we have to decide and would call it a democracy or not. Just see here, we are having some statement here. All the citizens of the country have right to vote. Election are held regularly. Is it so? Yes. The country take loan from international agencies. One of the condition for giving loan was the government would reduce its expenses on education and the health. People speak more than several languages, but education is available only in one language. It is possible? No. Several organizations has given a call for peaceful demonstration and national-wide strike in the country to oppose these policies. Government has arrested these leaders. E, the government own the radio and television in the country. All the newspaper have to get permission from the government to publish any news about government policies and protests. So what you will find out, the country is not a democracy. People have the right to vote, but they do not have right to speech and demonstration. The country is also under economic sanction, which means that people cannot take their own economic decision. The government censorship of the media prevent the public from voicing its opinion. So just go through with the question. Just see here, in 9th question, we are having some fact about a country. And this is the information about the country, and according to that we are analyzing that the country want right to vote, country want that people will get the chance to speak and they are free to speech, and country want that they are having free to take their economic decision, and the media, they are also having the freedom to put the news in correct form, what is going on in the society. Understood? So this one is your chapter. Hope so you have understood all the question answer. Till then, bye, take care. So you have understood the exercise, right? So now I am going to tell you what to do. You are supposed to write down all question answers in your notebook or any piece of paper, right? Soon you will get the soft copy of this question answers. So start writing, complete your work, okay? Thank you.